Well, hello everyone. Welcome to a beautiful spring day here in eastern Idaho. Today the temperature is about 65 degrees right now. They say it's going to get up to 70. And tomorrow they're saying almost 80 for a high. And then Sunday they're calling for a high of 56. So welcome to springtime in Idaho. You never know what you're going to get. It might snow next week. We don't know. Anyway, as you probably figured out from the title of the video, the old Springfield here has nearly 12,000 miles on it. When I pulled out of the garage here a little while ago, it had 11,950 miles on it. So I probably won't hit 12,000 on this little ride, but it'll be close. It'll be real close. Anyway, so just want to kind of go over some of the I guess the life with the Springfield for the first 2 years. It's within a couple days of its purchase date from 2 years ago. So I've had it 2 years, put almost 12,000 miles on it. Yeah, it'll be 12,000 miles by the time its birthday comes around, I'm sure. But anyway, just figured I'd give you guys my experience with the Springfield. All in all, it's been a really good bike. Can't complain a bit. I just really like the looks of the Springfield. Of course, that's why I bought it. That and the good price that they give you actually for what you get, for all the features that you get. This bike is, I feel, the best bargain that Indian has right now. Of course, the new Challenger might rival that, but I think for what you get a lot for your money. So it got its third oil change just a couple hundred miles ago, and that's just uneventful, really. Drain the oil out. The oil always looks good. I did change the air filter this time too. It's because you're supposed to change it to 15,000, but I figure early can't hurt, so I changed that, and it did have just a little bit of oil that had come out of the breather onto the oil filter, or onto the air filter. Nothing to really say anything about. It was just a little damp in the bottom. And let's see, what other kind of things have I had that's been kind of strange with it. With the rear cylinder deactivator, I have I've noticed that when I use that and the bike's really hot, and if I shut it off with that on, then on my next startup I'll get a puff of blue smoke out of it, and it only does it when I run the rear cylinder deactivator. So when it's running on one cylinder at idle, when I shut it off, it seems to suck a little oil from someplace, and who knows, maybe that's where the little oil on the air filter came from too. I'm not sure, but with that rear cylinder off, it seems to get oil from someplace. And when I don't use it, even when it's real hot out, or if I shut it off before I park it, then it doesn't seem to happen. So I haven't really heard of anybody else having that issue with their bikes, and I never really asked anybody either. I just seemed to solve it on my own, so I figured it really didn't matter. Another thing that is kind of marginal is the paint is a little soft. It seems like it's soft. It gets surface scratches really easy, but if you keep a good coat of wax on it, it doesn't seem to do too bad. And those are my only real gripes about the whole ownership of my Springfield over the last 2 years. You know, the tires seem to be wearing well, even though I know they're not available anymore. They're not making Dunlop Elite 3s, I believe they are. They do make an Elite 4, but they do not make the bias ply tire that you would need for the front, so you wouldn't be able to get them as a set for the Springfield anymore. So I can't remember what brand of tire I looked to get, but I'm trying to think. I think it was a Metzler I was looking at getting, and so that's and it's wearing pretty good. I figure it's getting close to the wear bars, but it's not down there too far yet. So you know, I've probably got another 2,000-3,000 miles I can get out of it easy before I decide I want to switch over and do something different. As far as being a nice highway cruiser, I can't complain a bit. This thing will just cruise down the road. You set the cruise control. You know, most of the roads I ride on here are 65 miles an hour. I try to stay off the freeway as much as possible. And if you guys have seen any of my other videos, you know, with all my ride videos, I appreciate you watching those. And if you haven't, I'd ask that you go check those out if that's the kind of thing you might be into. And hit that subscribe button, because I'll be bringing some more ride videos up this year of some new places that I haven't been. So this summer's going to pan out to be a really cool one, I think. So back to the experiences of the ride. So, you know, like I said, I put 12,000 miles on this thing, and probably 11,500 of it has been on 2-lane roads. I've tried to stay off the freeway as much as I can. That just bores me to death. So I like the 2-laners, like the back roads. Anyway, so like I say, you get on those 2-laners, hit that cruise control, set it on 65, and just let miles roll by. I did change the seat to a Corbin seat, and I have a review on that too. And the Springfield seat was tolerable, but the Corbin seat is a lot better. Definitely is a lot better. And as far as handling in the corners, I know that the Springfield has a little bit steeper rake, and you know, for what I do and the kind of roads I take, which are twisty mountain roads, I love the way this thing handles. You can really honk them on into the corners if you want to, but I'm not trying to go fast. I'm out for the cruise. So, but if you get surprised, you can lay it in there. I've been surprised a couple times, so it will. You can lay it in there, and it will stick. And it's got pretty good ground clearance on the floorboards. You don't have to worry about those grinding when you're not going into the corner too hard. So I like that too. The suspension, it's an adjustable monoshock, Fox monoshock in the back, and I ride 2 up about 25% of the time probably, and just go ahead and adjust the weight, you know, settings on the shock. Go ahead and just put a little air in it, and it rides just like it does when you're riding by yourself. And it's really nice to ride 2 up on, especially with this new seat. So I got my next service that I'll do here on my next oil change, and I'm going to change the brake fluid. That's on the next service, and fork oil. is also listed on the next service. So we'll get to those probably sometime this summer. And probably put a new tire on here before I go for a big ride that we have planned at the end of July, or beginning of July. And so it will be able to test all that stuff out. Not sure if it's showing up on the camera, but there's still a lot of snow on the mountains up there. So it's going to be a good water year. We got quite a bit of snow this year. So anyway, if you guys have any other questions that I didn't cover on this video, I'd ask you go ahead and put them in the comments below. Oh, one other thing I wanted to comment on. It has a lifetime fuel mileage on the kind of riding I do. Like I said, pretty mellow. I run it in tour all the time just for the smoother throttle response, and like I told you, I'm not in a hurry to get any place or do anything. But it does have a lifetime fuel mileage of 48.9, I believe. Let's look at it real sure to make sure I'm not lying. Yep, that's what it says. 48.9 miles a gallon since I've owned this thing. I've never reset that, so that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. It's pretty cool to go out and make a day's ride on $15 worth of gas. So anyway, like I said, if there's anything else that I haven't covered here and you guys would like me to mention, go ahead and put those in the comments below. Like I said earlier, if you want to come along on some of my rides here up in the Rocky Mountains and check out some of the cool scenery we have up here, I'd ask that you subscribe. So you guys take care, ride safe. Hope your riding season's off to a good start, and we'll see you next time. Bye.